झूम जाए ऐसी बहारों में चलो, आओ हुजूर तुमको सितारों।
If we believe in meditation, we heal ourselves. We accept the experience. We unlimit ourselves, which is to remove our past conditioning, our personality. We have to unlimit ourselves. Then we keep dreaming about a great future. This is the essence of ultimately what we're learning. Develop the training to accept. Develop the training to unlimit ourselves, remove experiences any dimension. So we remove about body healing.
My name is Raji. I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm professionally working as a software director for ClearCorrect. And I've been meditating last 4 years. My meditation journey started back in 2019 to heal my health condition. So when I got introduced to the meditation within few months of doing regular practice, I have healed completely.
So for many years, I have a tendency not to sleep for long hours, and this is genetic. Like my father used to have this, my brother is having this. That was my thinking, that is genetic and I can't come over it. And after meditation, it is like I just sleep. Even if I sleep for 4 hours, it is like proper rest.
Actually, I had to undergo a surgery because of the health issue. And 2 days back, we consulted the doctor, but I was also meditating along with affirmations, and I was also manifesting that the doctor should say that it's now curable with medicines itself. No need of surgery. It's not an emergency now, and that we can do after 3 months. So that has given me a lot of relief.
Very recently, in fact, not very long ago, I had an eye surgery for a glaucoma. And you see, before the surgery, what happens? The general physician wanted to look at everything. After all the tests are done, they look at your ability to go through a surgery. He again saw, he said, I am very happy that in spite of the age, all your systems are very normal. I asked him, do you want to know the secret? He said, yes, it's a meditation.
I've been seeing a lot of difference from my, skin rashes that I had all throughout my body. I have been able to see the difference in 3 weeks. About 85 to 90% of the rashes has been cleared. I think I've been working for this meditation for the last 5 to 6 months. I've not seen this kind of a difference, but then when I'm associated with you guys, I've been seeing that difference.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, wonderful evening. There is no illness of the body except of the mind. Socrates. There is no illness of the body except of the mind. We understand through various scientific research and evidence that the body illness is really tied to the communication that is happening through our mind. It's called energy communication. All illnesses are psychosomatic. For some, if they change their thought, then they seem to change their body's condition gradually. For some, as they change their thought, and then spontaneous remissions are happening, then suddenly what is there as an illness then now disappears. Suddenly something that's there for years disappears. But the illnesses, there is an illness of the mind, not the body. Of the mind means the way we think and feel about ourselves. Because now epigenetics is also the science, the new science that is telling us that there is a communication, a thought communication, energy communication going into the cells to upregulate the genes. And what is the best way to have a different thought? What is the best way to produce the right energy communication? What helps greatly is this meditation and wisdom that we learn. That fundamentally, if we can alter the way we think and feel about our health seems to be restored. Welcome to our second week of this program, quality program, where this week we're going to be talking about how can we improve, and then of course, how can we improve our health? How can I claim our life back? Something that we are giving up, on the verge of giving up, or we gave up. We stop dreaming about life anymore because this is how our health has been. We know it. When we have a lot of goals, wishes, and dreams, we want to be pursuing them. And rightfully so. We are here to experience life beautifully. But then the physical health is fundamental. To create anything, of course, the health has to be fundamental. Sound mind is essential. A mind is so strong that no matter what happens in your pursuits, when the mind is strong, then we're able to weather through challenges. Otherwise, we succumb to the pressures the moment somebody tells us saying that this is not for you. As a broken dream there, we stop pursuing what we wanted to pursue. But there's a strong mind and there's a right understanding and the right view that I can create and I can continue to create what I'm looking for, including my health. Then we will not quit, we will carry ourselves with a lot of enthusiasm, but also a lot of consideration. So it's essential, and especially for leadership in the context of corporate leadership, it's essential that we carry our health greatly. We have great health, so then we can lead really well. We know this. We cannot be regularly calling sick or saying that I've got to work from home today because something is not working right for me. There are 5 sutras of manifestation. The first one is focus, staying focused on what we're looking to experience are our goals. Staying focused on it requires fundamentally health of the body, energy in the system, a stronger mind, and then greater abilities to learn. We agree that learning is essential to be experiencing something new. And so all of them require that we have great well-being in our body and mind, dear friends. When we have been working on these multinational organizations or otherwise these days in the 24/7 environment, work and life, everything gets mixed up. They're all the same continuum. All same continuum. Saying that I'll do 9 to 5 and then beyond that I won't do, in many situations does not work. The ability to switch from one to the other, like it's called recovery, ability to recover from one to the other must be there, while we are still required to work longer hours or at odd times, but we need to carry that energy in the body. We cannot drag ourselves to meetings by the time we are at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the day as a leader. Otherwise, anybody, we can't drag ourselves to meetings and not participate. Everything requires energy. Health has to be there, energy has to be there, dear friends, for us to be actively participate. This meditation seems to do that for everyone who is sincerely practicing it. In many ways, it is relieving them of health. It is restoring wholeness into the life. It may still leave that condition, but there is a general wholeness in the life. As Socrates said, the illness is of the mind, not of the body. So there may be condition, but overall they have that wholeness, wellness feeling that they carry their life. They can tolerate the pains. In many cases, they're healing the conditions. Human Genome Project, the science for a long time believed that there are genes in our body, and then each gene expresses a protein. The body fundamentally constructed of cells, and cells require protein as a base. And so they thought, and then they always thought, one gene is expressed one protein. And so the body will have 100,000 plus genes, because in the medical research, they found about 100 plus thousand proteins in the body. They thought there'll be 100,000 genes, each one producing one protein, because that expression is fixed for everybody as they're born. The genetic code, they said, as people are born, they have a gene, and then genes are going to determine how their health is going to be. And each gene is going to do expression of one protein, so one kind of cell. A gene in the liver will do liver protein for liver cell, skin protein for skin cell, of certain type protein for skin cells. They thought one gene, one protein, but the Genome Project proved it otherwise. They only found about 23,000 genes, even though what medical system is saying, we have 110,000 plus proteins. So there is something else is happening in the body. The way the science thought that genes, one gene, one protein expression, and it is all fixed at the time of birth, or when you're coming into the system, and it is how it is fixed, is not true anymore. Yes, so they discovered, to the great disbelief, that a gene can produce even up to 20 plus thousand proteins, depending on the signal it receives from the cell receptors. The signal receive a signal, an energy signal, energy communication. The same gene, it will respond to a signal in a skin cell, and then it is shut down. What the same genes is responding to a signal of a different type, and then producing a new skin cell, new protein to support a new skin cell. It is changing, it is responding different. It's called gene expression. It is happening through the energy communication receives from the environment of the cell. Our environment for each of us is what we receive from people around or from nature around. For a cell internally, its environment outside of the cell is the empty space. From there is a signal. And then guess what? That signal is influenced through a field of thought. That signal is influenced through our thought. Whatever we carry and affirm ourselves about our health is what is going into the cells as a signal which is received by the genes to produce a different protein. Whatever we carry, our belief about our body's health, our belief that my body is broken, my digestive system is not going to ever heal, because I've got this special rarest condition I've been diagnosed with. And so then once you have a belief like that, we send a signal of one type, and so then cell has to respond according to the belief that you have. That's how it's happening. And so dear friends, when we come into meditation, when we are looking at things differently, when we start understanding the infinite possibility that anything can happen anytime, as long as I stay with a thought that is in line with what I'm looking for, then our health is changing. First, it is non-interfering into the body. Second, it is positively or positively programming towards what we're looking to have. Non-interfering to the body is called removing the stress. Stress is about interfering negatively through this mind chatter. Non-interfering in the body is to remove stress. First, remove that non-interference, but keep worrying about things. And so non-interference in the body is removal of stress, many illnesses go, and then positively changing our thought, changing our use of health, getting inspired about life more, automatically leads towards a different signal. And so then any illnesses that are left to be healed are healing. So we'll understand this post of meditation today, we'll start with how meditation is removing and eliminating stress very naturally, very easily. Stress is removed means that many lifestyle disorders, more than 90% are removed. Our understanding changes about our life, a lot of our health issues are solved. If understanding changes about the way our body is healing, many issues are resolved automatically. We'll look to explore this little scientifically after meditation. Relax yourself, dear friends. We'll go into the meditation. Our process is called breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty our mind. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. So let me put up this slide, which is explaining the portion of this process. Our process is simple. You sit down on the floor or in the chair with your feet crossed at ankle, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap comfortably. Close your eyes and close your eyes. If you're wearing spectacles, remove them. Be comfortable. Take back support if necessary. Spine need not be erect. And the process is to take a reference point on your nose anywhere, and at that point, observing your natural in-breath and out-breath. Your breath is there, that is going in and coming out. I want you to observe that natural breath. With your eyes closed, when you observe your breath, slowly our thoughts are coming down from the mind. Our goal of this meditation is to go into the empty states of mind. Reduce thought state of the mind. Reduce thought state of the mind. So when you observe your breath slowly, thoughts come down. And as your thoughts are coming down, our mind is becoming empty. As the mind is becoming empty, a lot of things may happen as we start experiencing involuntarily many sensations, movement, and we call energy experience, meditation experiences. So when you observe the breath slowly, when you observe your natural breath, slowly mind is becoming less and less of thought. And so as that is happening, we start experiencing emptiness around. We may experience some kind of a movement, sensation in our body. All that is meditative experience. Be a witness to it. You observe the breath, you start with it slowly, suddenly slip into a state of emptiness, some kind of a sensation you may notice. Observe it at that point, that sensation, that emptiness. Observe without interpretation. Your attention is moved away from breath to that thing that is there as empty, that is there as black light or some kind of movement sensation. Any of those that are happening to you involuntarily, observe them. Your attention moved from breath to that. But at any given time, you may have thought. You know you're thinking. If a thought is there, I want you to bring your attention back to the breath again and observe. So your anchoring point is a breath to go empty. And then you are with it. And slowly, as breath becomes lighter, shorter, you're slipping without even realizing into a state of emptiness and be there. That may be experienced as some kind of energy, some kind of sensation, some kind of movement. Any of those, observe them. Involuntarily, they're happening to you, observe them. But any given time, you know it's your thought. You know you're actually thinking. When you recognize that, then you bring your attention back to the breath, dear friends. Okay, and then again observe the same process. It's called breath mindfulness meditation. It leads us to more and more empty states of mind. And when the mind is empty, and slowly we are having a lot of benefits of meditation. Now, before we do this process, we're doing something called heart elevation to go into the deeper, to rest the mind more deeply and then go into the deep meditative states. So relax yourself. The heart elevation process is simple. You can follow my guidance. And we said this before, our day 1 and day 2 of this programs, day 1 and day 2 of this programs, playlists, videos from a YouTube channel explain in detail why we're doing this process called heart elevation, and then the scientific aspects behind this breath mindfulness meditation. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Relax your body. Scan your body from head to toe. Relax. Winter music. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. Allow yourself to merge into your breath. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, the thoughts become lesser and lesser, and you may experience emptiness, any sensation It is natural to have thought. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath, dear friends. And allow yourself to slowly experience that emptiness inside of you, all around you. as you observe your breath, as your mind is becoming empty, we allow our body to function at its natural best. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to stay connected to the emptiness, to any sensation, merge into the emptiness of no body, of nothing. All emptiness is energy. The limitless possibility quantum field of energy. The more you stay aware of this emptiness, that energy, that sensation, the more you tune in to the abundance of healing energy, love energy, empowerment energy, mystical energy, or whatever you become aware of. stay aware of that emptiness, that energy. We are less matter, more emptiness. The longer you stay aware of this energy, this void, the emptiness of no body, the more insightful you become. Merge into the emptiness of yourself. This is the field of all connectedness. This is your higher intelligence. The more you lose yourself to this nothingness, to this emptiness, the more you to experience. Your wholeness. Friends, at this time, I'd like you to express gratitude to all things and everybody. Gratitude is a high state of receivership. And you express gratitude to your parents, your teachers, your mentors, friends, family, colleagues, relatives, everybody. Be grateful. The grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Your gratitude to everything you use, the technology, your systems, your governments, your companies. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe, this quantum field, for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Minaji, do you have any announcements?
Yes, for the book club.
Please say a few things about yourself.
I'm Meena Joisher from New Jersey. I've had the fortunate, one of my friends from Bangalore sent me information on Vidya Studio 3 years ago, and I'm hooked since then and benefited so much, especially in the health arena. I couldn't even sit before, and I was lying down and meditating, and now I can sit for hours. Many other benefits, health benefits as well, like insomnia, migraine. I used to have migraine pretty much every single day, and that's completely gone. So a lot of benefits. Can't thank Chandra sir and Buddha CEO enough for everything that they are selflessly offering of themselves to all of us. So thank you so much for that. An announcement we have is like one of my favorite. We have a book club is starting from today. You Are the Placebo is the book that we will be discussing today, and it has become one of my favorite book. It's by Dr. Joe Dispenza, and amazing stories, true stories and experiments that are described in that book kind of inspires you to experiment with them for yourself. Just to give you a little example, where there is an experiment in there where they took 2 groups of people, and one was really practicing piano every day, and another one was just sitting and visualizing that they are practicing, and they got the same result. From that experiment, I don't like to exercise, so I figured instead of exercising, I will visualize that I'm exercising, and I definitely lost weight. So there are like so many examples in that books like that. It's a wonderful book. So do join. The book club is in the morning IST as well as in the evening IST. So whatever time suits you, but definitely take advantage of it. It's wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Meenaji. We'll sure will listen to your detailed experience of how you healed this week.
Sure.
Thank you for being host for this week.
Thank you.
So, dear friends, let me put up a few slides and then talk about this concept of stress and how meditation is helping to eliminate stress. Stress is interference into the body's functioning. Stress is sustained, negative, sustained thought that is against what we want to experience. Something that is worrisome, something that is fearful, causes fear, something that causes anxiety. The thoughts that are repetitive, that are constantly, are making us worry more, making us become anxious more. And these are all of the called stressful thought. And then if thoughts are producing energy, and so then interfering into the body functioning, It's all energy communication. Let's understand this, and then let me put up the slides here. Exploring how meditation is improving physical health, physical quotient. Everything is energy communication. There is every object, every element, every person, everything that is out there is carrying an energy field around them. The energy field is amplified or reduced based on the thought that we have. By default, everything is energy. That's quantum physics. And for us, where we have the mind which is constantly producing thought, and then based on the type of thought, our energy field expands or contracts. A thought that produces greater emotion is producing a greater energy field. A thought that produces a lower emotion, like frustration, like anger, seems to shrink the energy field. Masaru Emoto was done experimentation on water. And so when water, which is taken into a bottle or a glass, and then you hold the water close to you, and then you say thank you, and then what they looked at, the water crystals and a microscope, they saw this kind of a beautiful pattern. But if you tell the same water, you make me sick or I hate you, then suddenly it disintegrates itself into a pattern that's not beautiful there. So when you use words which are good emotion, higher emotion, things that bind things together, you see, when you are grateful to people, a good emotion, then we are one with people. We are one. We cannot think of hatred about them if you are grateful to somebody. If you are compassionate to somebody, then you are again becoming close to that person, one with. So all higher emotion is anything that makes you close, makes you one, makes you connected with other. A lower emotion is something that separates you. Your frustration, your anger, your separateness, your loneliness, your guilt feeling, a lot of them that separate us. So lower emotion means things that separate one with the other. It could be people, it could be animals, it could be nature, one with the other. You say, oh, this place is so sultry, it's difficult to be there in this place. Then boom, with that very thought, and you're separating yourself from that place. A place is a place, it's got certain energy and certain weather, certain conditions. It's we interpret in our mind and say, this is not good, that's good. We develop those affinities. It's all called identity. We all are creating a lot of identity for ourselves based on opinions and judgments of the environment and of ourselves. And so then we produce a level of energy based on what you've got. Our thoughts are producing energy. Now here, the moment we say I love you, the water changed again to beautiful crystal shape. We call this coherent shape. It's like a piece of puzzle coming together to reflect that beautiful shape out there, right? No perfect symmetric geometries that you see there. Before prayer, after prayer. Prayer or good words, suddenly the water molecules organize themselves into beautiful shapes. And then before prayer, they're all potentially been exposed to various kinds of feelings and energies in the water molecules like that. They have done this experimentation. It's pretty interesting. We go to the 5-star hotels and then buy some very, very expensive water bottles. But what they've done in Japan, they've imported water bottles from these fancy things from far away. First of all, so much stress on the environment. Now, the water bottles come, and they also take in water bottles that are filled from a local spring, and they both are stacked in shelves of a shop. They took them, and they measured what is the the water crystal shape in them. And the local stream from where they filled water, it had some beautiful patterns like this, the thank you, the symmetric geometric patterns. Whereas the one that traveled around the world through various ships and all of that finally came, that water bottle that is there, that expensive water bottle actually had very broken patterns. Because the energy it's carrying is very broken, because it might have come through very, very hardships. And a lot of workers here, there, while shifting the bottles from one to the other containers, their energy, they probably are frustrated in the way they're dealing things. So when you're drinking a water that's lifeless and energyless and a broken energy, then appropriately the similar signal is going into the body. The point here is that the water experiment that Masaru Emoto conducted is demonstrating that our thought has energy which is influencing our environment. Many, many patterns that are noticed: wisdom, truth, peace. And you see, the moment somebody says you food to the water, and then it seems to suddenly start disintegrating itself. You make me sick. The point, dear friends, is that we are an energy being. We emit energy, we communicate energy through energy. When you are thinking about a person, and suddenly the person calls you, and then you say, hey, I'm just thinking about you. It's called telepathy. It's an energy communication. You're thinking of somebody at a workplace, then suddenly they show up. Then many things happen because their energy communication, our energy goes there. Now the energy communication is happening beyond speed of light. It's all instantaneous. So now in that perspective, now this energy communication, what they've noticed is that they've done an experiment. They've taken a group of students in a university, and this water experiment they've done, and when every student takes a glass of water close to them, and what they've observed, there is a frequency for every student. They draw the energy field, and they observe that every student has a different and unique frequency compared to the other students. So every student has a different, unique energy frequency compared to other students. And so then every student, the same glass of water they bring in, the water changing to a different shape, matching to the energy and the vibration of the student, the emotion of the student. So same water taken to students, and then each one, when they measure the frequency of the water, now each one is different. It's so unique to student is different. So reflecting each student's unique emotional pattern are the energy they're producing. Our thoughts and our feelings are energy difference. There's plenty of evidence and experimentation about it. Now, on that backdrop of understanding that our thoughts are sending a signal, an energy signal, to influence the matter around us. So what is stress now? Now, stress is all kinds of thought that are repetitive. We lost something in the business, or we got into a tussle with an issue with a real estate issue, or we have some challenges at office. We have some problems with our health. And any of them, we keep repeating, we keep reliving, we keep thinking about them. And the more we think, the more we project negatively in the direction. So the more we are thinking that it's going to be bad for us. So all that is that thought is producing a set of signal, and a set of signal and energy that is putting what we call the stress on the body. Because when you're thinking, when you're worrying about things, then you're sending a signal similar to what you would send to the body when you have a physical danger. So stress is, when the modern medical system experts are talking about, stress is a reason for more than 90% of the normal illnesses. Could be fear of blame, so we are worried about it. It could be constantly pleasing people. We are trying to repeat, and we're trying to figure out, oh, did I do right? Okay, are they happy? And should I have to do more things? And will I be in their good books? We keep trying to please people, family members and this and that, to cover something or to gain something. And so that puts too much stress for us. We could go on giving explanation after explanation after explanation, stressing ourselves, trying to give explanations, because otherwise we feel they're going to judge us. The spiritual practice has fundamentally helps us to understand that there's no need for explanation. If somebody does not understand you, it is okay. Perhaps they don't need the friendship. If they're going to judge you for no reason, they will judge you for simply, then we don't need the friendship. You're better off being with people who relieve you of the pressure than not put pressure on you because of their judgments, just like that. Of course, juggling with deadlines and work and all of that, and not too much pressure. We're just worried so much about future. The deadline is a week away, and we know that we are not meeting. Then this mind rumination goes on about it again and again, and say, how am I going to show up and then tell my management that it's not happening? Last time itself was a tough conversation. Now it's going to be so difficult. We make ourselves, we put a lot of pressure onto ourselves. And all of these are stressful thought, the thought that is causing interference into the body. What is the interference it's causing into the body? Further, we need to understand this concept of fight and flight mode. There is a concept of fight and flight mode, or an emergency response mode into a body. The emergency response mode is that when there is a physical danger, and which is rightfully so in the environment that we are in, when there is a physical danger, today in a modern environment, we have less and less of physical danger. But let's say that we are being chased by a dog when you're doing a morning walk. Something is charging at us. They're rare occurrences, but they do happen. When there is something like that happening to us, there is a sense of physical danger. Our sensory perceptions scan it. And so, of course, we see something chasing at us, coming at us. So immediately, our eyes scan that. And then we take that signal and we send it. Our mind takes the signal, processes it, and sends the signal, which is being interpreted inside the brain as, based on a past experience, that this is not a good thing to have. Something is coming at us, there is a danger. So immediately our brain senses the signal, and then our mind interprets as a physical danger showing up. And so the moment physical danger is showing up, it already has a recorded, derived action to take. What do? Either we run away or we fight. They're the two things that we knew over a period of time of a response. Perhaps if we met Mahatma Gandhiji enough, then we probably have a third response and say, okay, wait, let me be thinking positively about stuff, then it can change. Instead, we fight or fly away, run away or fight, because physical danger, we probably have to be taking care of ourselves. And so that physical danger, when it is there imminent, and our body, in order to support us to run away or to fight, it changes its composition. It produces new chemicals, hormones into the body called neuropeptides. It produces new neural peptides into the body to support us to run away or to fight. So it is producing cortisol, a chemical called cortisol, and a lot of adrenal are dumped into the body. And then in Dr. Joe Dispenza's, the placebo, they're going to read, it talks about 1,200 different chemicals are produced into the body when there is a physical danger, or it's called an emergency mode. Body has to protect itself from the danger. So it produces those chemicals into the body to do a few things. One, it makes us very, very alert and active. You see, when something is chasing at us, we can't be very, very sleepy. We got to be alert and active. So it produces cortisol. So it keeps us active. So it does not let us sleep. And then it also shuts down energy supply or the blood circulation, to reduces the blood circulation to many parts of the body where it's not necessary, and then leaves more to your adrenal system, so your hands and legs have more energy. Your hands and legs have more energy so that you can fight and you can run away. It is an intelligent body, it's automatically doing this aspect. You see, when we are in an emergency mode, let's say there is a fire alarm in your offices, and the fire alarm happens, what do? Do we still carry on with our phone calls and conferences and meetings? We suddenly drop everything that we are doing because we need to just stay focused. And then we immediately start going towards the exit path of whatever that's been given as a fire drill. What we do in a fire alarm case or an emergency case is to drop what we do so that we put our attention towards whatever that essential we have to do. Same thing here. The body in an emergency mode, in a physical danger mode, it is dropping what is not necessary. And so it reduces supply energy towards your digestive system, towards your decision-making system, towards your thyroid system here. And all of those places, it reduces the energy supply and the blood circulation, but gives more instead to the hands and legs, so that you can actually have the ability to run and fight and run away, actually fight. Beautiful, isn't it? So then we have the ability. That's why when there is a danger, when in situations where we don't even recognize and say, how did we get that energy to run? How did we get the energy to fight? I don't know. Some force came in, and then I'm able to move myself into this mode of protecting myself. We say that. A lot of times we say that because we got so much extra energy is being pumped into the body, is also taking care, in addition to the will that comes in. Now it's good for a physical danger. So body is into the mode, then we are able to fight or protect ourselves. And then let's say in a few minutes, that physical danger disappeared. The dog receded, the owner took care of it. And so the danger is no longer there. And so the body goes back. Slowly, it retracts all the chemicals back. It stops producing. And then slowly, the chemicals go back. They dissolve away. They say the process takes at least 4 to 6 hours to all the chemicals to dissolve away when you go through a stressful emergency mode like this. But at least we get back to normalcy in a few minutes, and then so in a few hours, we get back to normalcy. You see, if there is energy is cut off to your important systems like digestive system or your brain for cognitive decision-making system, what happens? They function poorly. It's called our body is working out of the balance. When in an emergency mode, body is working out of the balance. Physical danger, few minutes of body out of the balance, no problem. In lieu of having activeness and having that extra energy into the legs and hands, it is good. Body is set up that way. But the problem, dear friends, is that in a modern lifestyle, when you are having this stressful thought, you have a business loss 3 months ago, but every day we think about it, we feel bad about it, we talk about it to our friends and circles, and then say, why my life is so difficult? And so we keep putting the similar, we're moving the body into the same emergency mode just by ruminating about challenges of the past or the worries of the future. But just by thinking and projecting, we are moving the body into the same emergency mode as a physical danger. Now, the physical danger is only for a few minutes. It happens, a dog chasing, okay, that disappeared. Maybe there's a flood water coming into the basement, so then we are very, very alert. Maybe the tornado is coming, we are alert for a few hours. But after the few hours, we're out of it. It is done. But then if you are there, and when there is a mental rumination about issues, and then we go on thinking about them, we go on, making our, putting that thought again and again and feeling bad about it. So then we are carrying our body in the emergency mode for too long, for months, for weeks to months. The stress is continuing. Oh, can I perform? Will I keep my job? The moment some issue comes in the markets, and so we're worried about a job constantly, every day, we're scanning. news, this, that, and say, will I keep my job? What happens if a job is not there? What happens in education? This, that. While you know fully, just by thinking is not helping at all. Just by keep worrying about doesn't help at all, but we can't stop from worrying. And so which means we are continuously keeping our body in an emergency mode. So dear friends, when we do that, when we keep the body in the emergency mode for too long, what did I say a few minutes ago? That when you're in emergency mode, the body is sensing it as a danger, and then gives you more energy in the legs and hands, more alertness into you by having this cortisol, and then reduce the supply to rest of the system of the entire body. So digestive system, less energy for months, not good proper blood circulation. Your brain having less blood circulation, so your decision making gets poor and poor, gets worse. You overwork. Your thyroid system, less energy, so then it stops working, hormonal imbalances come. So many things happen, dear friends. Your sexual reproduction system, it doesn't have enough energy, so there's a lack of drive, sex drive. You know, when people are stressful, they hardly have any drive. Not interested in pleasures of life. So many things happen because of stress, because we keep our body in that emergency mode for too long, for too often, because we continue to think about challenges all the time. So what's the way out? And so naturally, our illnesses start creeping in. And now we can't digest, we have stones ultimately, we have many things that happen, migraine headaches, because the thought process is wrong. And all the illnesses step in. 90% illness are there. Backaches come, stress is there constantly of various worries. So dear friends, the way is to disengage from the past, disengage from all the past thought that is causing us to worry about future, or causing us to feel guilty about the past that we've done. Because in the books of others, we're constantly trying to protect our image. We need to disengage from the past, which is causing us all the worries. We need to disengage, disconnect from the environment that is scaring us, that is making us fearful. So the meditation is a great way that helps us to disengage the past. When you meditate every day, when you're observing the breath, emptying your mind every day, and so then slowly, a neuroscience principle kicks in and say, whatever that you don't recollect, and if you don't recollect for a few weeks, then it slowly disappears, that memory. Use it or lose it is a principle. So when you don't use it, we'll lose it. So when challenges come, and if you keep thinking about the challenge again and again, you're using and making the brain stronger in that memory, and so it keeps showing up more. Whereas it's meditation, when you stop firing our old circuits of old memories of no use to us, you know, some accident happened 10 years ago, and we keep worrying about it every time we go on a road trip. And then put ourselves into a lot of pressure until the road trip is over. And so then meditation has got the great ability for helping us to disengage from the past unwanted memories when you observe your breath and go into the empty states regularly. So disengage from the past. It helps us to disconnect, and it slowly helps us to dissolve all the past memory. And so, dear friends, then suddenly we stop worrying about stuff. When people say that I stopped worrying, I'll just take the life as it comes, is because we move into the present moment. When past worries are not there and future anxieties are not there, we're in the present moment. The moment is there, that energy is there. We feel full and we are focused towards whatever that we are going through right now. Anyway, you know that you can't do much because you lost an important person in your life. What can we do by ruminating about the person not there? We know it is not of use, but we can't stop. But meditation helps us to stop. Helps us to stop ruminating. And so then suddenly, in a few weeks' time, dear friends, in a few days to weeks, as our thoughts are becoming lesser, as we stop, as you disengage from the past, disconnect from the past, our health starts improving. The first thing notice, dear friends, is our sleep. Because that cortisol chemical is not helping, not letting us sleep, because its job is to keep you alert. That chemical in our bloodstream, its job is to keep one alert and not sleep. And so much energy in the hands and legs in a stressful state, we're restless because we've got to do something. So people who are stressful are restless. They're walking up and down. They're restless because there's energy you got to use somewhere. But with meditation, as the cortisol is withdrawn from the bloodstream, as all the unwanted chemicals are removed, and then as the memories are dissolved of the past, of unwanted stuff slowly over a period of time, dear friends, then we are stopping to interfere into the body. And so then a body goes back into this balance called homeostasis mode. And as a result, it automatically gains its health back. That's all we have to do. They don't have to interfere into it, then it has its great ability to heal. It gains all the health back. So our digestion comes back, our headaches disappear, our backache slowly dissolve. Everything happens, and so we start feeling very healthy and energetic, dear friends. So stress is the most direct and easily resolved condition with meditation. Most direct benefit of meditation is relief from the stress. And who doesn't have stress? And so then 90%, and then a lot of cases that you hear when people are talking about I've healed this, I've healed that in many ways, is because one of the main reasons is the relieving of themselves of the stress. And of course, now we go to the level extra in visualizing about a positive, greater health. We start understanding our body has great healing capability. All healing is called self-healing. All healing is self-healing. That means unless we agree to heal ourselves, we believe that something I'm taking is healing me. Unless you believe in it, the healing is not taking place. And so a lot of time, guess what happens? And so when we take a medication from a doctor and authority, then we feel that it is going to heal. And so, of course, the chemical has some effect in it. Chemical reactions are taking place to have produce a different effect is there. But first, we have to believe that it's going to help me heal. If you don't believe, then that effect of the drug is so little. That's why many times many drugs don't heal, even though it works for some, it don't work for many, is because fundamentally the patient does not believe that it's going to help them heal. On the contrary, no matter what you take, if you believe that, oh, I've gotten this person is blessing me, and then this person is really good, and so is giving me something, so it's going to help me heal, you take it, and then automatically we are healing. It's called placebo effect. If you believe in something and then it heals your body, placebo. If you don't believe in something, does not heal you, it's called nocebo. Both are there. Both options are there with us. How do you want to think about our health? How do you want to think about the recovery? If you think positive about the recovery, recognizing the fundamental intelligence of the body to heal, that I talked about the genes that express themselves to produce new protein with your thought. And so if we recognize that, and then if we can change our thinking, the way we think and feel about our health, dear friends, and then most certainly we're able to heal ourselves. We ought to experiment. I've done that experimentation on myself. I used to have an ENT system issue, which was preventing me from air travel a lot of times. But after coming to meditation, in a few months of just learning this new knowledge, empowering myself, what is done is automatically stop me from projecting that I'm going to have this condition again when I was flying next time. And so automatically, to my great surprise, that issue disappeared over a period of time. And I see now 99% I don't have this. It occurs in a rare occasion when it does, but it disappears, not like before. That I used to have to go to doctors, take antibiotics. It doesn't exist anymore. Because my thought changed, dear friends. Our thoughts change, our health improves. Thank you very much for joining to understand this important concept. So stress removal means 90% of physical illnesses disappear. What happens with the 10%? The 10% that are there in our body, maybe from the birth, 10% that suddenly showed up, a serious illness condition. How do we overcome it? This is where the epigenetics comes in. This is where the books like You Are the Placebo come in. They're asking you to visualize, they're asking you to think great about the health, they're asking you to fundamentally change your belief system about your health. If somebody thought cancer cannot be healed, they're asking you to go and then read up people who healed cancer and see what they've done. It's about having a positive thought, it's being open, it's surrendering to the intelligent system that it can come and then help us in a way to heal ourselves. This book, I'm falling in love with this book, Lisa Rankin, Mind Over Medicine. There's Mind to Matter, which is a more broader book. With mind, you can produce matter, you can alter matter. So matter, body is matter. So you can alter its condition, Mind Over Matter. Great book by Dawson Church. But Mind Over Medicine, more specific about health. So anybody wanting to absolutely heal themselves while you meditate regularly, enrich yourself with the knowledge in this book. She's done an amazing job. A medical doctor by herself professionally, but then having gone through an understanding of various holistic health healing capabilities, gives a formula. That book, You Are the Placebo, that we're going to read, Dr. Joe Dispenza, is all about health. That gives a great formula of healing ourselves. So we enrich ourselves, dear friends. And so those 10% illnesses also dissolve and disappear. More of these as we go along in this week. Thank you very much. We'll meet back again tomorrow to understand some more of these aspects. We're going to have some people come and share their meditation experience on Tuesdays. After meditations, we'll see you tomorrow again. Have a wonderful day. In a few minutes, we'll do some sharing if anybody would like to share.
And so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength in you, and so it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see your light shining through. I see the love that's in you, and so it is.
Yes, we like
I
it.
can see.
Yes, Meenaji? Can you unmute?
Hi. Hello, Nalini ma'am. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Monica, please make Meenaji co-host. Yes.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hello, Nalini ma'am. Could you please unmute yourself?
Think. Yes.
Hello.
Meenaji has to be made co-host Monica. Yes, go ahead, Nalini.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what else can we say after listening to you, sir? Like, it's just like a biology professor explaining in the class. And in spite of knowing all this, sometimes the analytical mind, it really comes into the picture and interferes. So for such people, mostly like me, like repeatedly hearing this will definitely help. And it's 100% scientific and very well explained. And particularly, as I said, where the analytical mind comes into the picture after some time, it really, really helps. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, madam. Thank you. You brought a very important point. Analytical mind is the barrier. And what is the way to drop the analytical mind? Meditation. A great way to drop analytical mind is meditation, resting the analytical mind too, keeping it in check. And of course, the environment. Our environment, the signal that we take from the environment constantly, people who either scare us, knowingly, unknowingly, not that they have intentions of, but that's what they think is right, and so they talk about it. And so the media, the reports, and all of that. So we'll have to be in check of our environment, what we're taking in and what we don't take in, what programs we take in. So having regular meditation to drop the analytical mind, and then being aware and alert of whatever that we are taking in. So best is to keep a good company of people who are only talking positive things, or at least talking not negative things or fearful things. And so then we can sure be in check of our thought. Thank you for bringing that up.
Babitaji, go ahead and unmute yourself.
No, Meeraji, unless you have made co-host, you'll have to give a unmute request to them. So
Okay, I'm not co-host yet, so I don't.
Yeah.
I got the request. I did get the request. Yes.
No problem. Yeah. Court is trying to chase to get Monica. Please go ahead.
So sincere gratitude to all of you. I wanted to share this experience since last 4 or 5 days. I had taken the first 40-day course with you. I started late, but I thought I had understood quite a lot of it. I had seen some improvements. And after the second day with this course, some event happened at home and I had got into my negativity so much that even though I was joining you all in meditation, I couldn't meditate much. I was literally lost in my thoughts, and I could feel a tremendous imbalance within myself. But thanks to your talk every time that read books, get to more sanghas, so I started joining the local flute meditation in the morning via Zoom. And I also am lucky that I'm right now with the spiritual tablet learning. So they talked about the chakras and the koshas, and I was reading the book, Surrender Experiment. So I'm doing all that. And I realized, wait a minute, something is really wrong with my negativity. And what is it? I think I'm this wonderful person. What is happening in me? And I started checking where I was wasting my thoughts. And oh la la, I got an insight in the last 24 hours. I have to share it with you. I realized that all my energy was wasted behind my wonderful husband does not understand me. And though I don't gossip, though I don't watch news, I'm constantly correcting him. Constantly. You didn't do this right. You could have done this better. You could have done this for me. You don't know how much I'm going through with my sickness. And I was like, wait a minute, here is the cause. Non-stop negativity. What is it? And once I recognized that and I started walking outside on the lawn without my shoes, I said, no, I have to connect with Mother Earth and I have to really get this. I have to balance it. Today I could meditate beautifully. And I really sincerely thank you the way you have explained to help us go back. And your sentence that, the quantum field is willing to give you everything if you're willing to go there. It is that place which has all the things you can, unimaginable things waiting for you. And I had to remind myself because my over-analytical mind and unknowingly, I have in last 10, 15 years, I think I have got a big ego now. And it was so beautiful to see it in work and say, enough of you. So sincere gratitude. And I hope I continue on this path and I can share victory with you all, that my heart is recovering and I won't have to have a surgery.
Yes. Great insight, madam. You see, certain things we don't even, because we take them for so granted. So we don't even think that that is anything wrong with it. We have to come out. So it takes some time. This is a classic example that the layers of belief that are set in, the belief is that, yeah, my husband, my spouse must take care of me. Right? That's a belief. And everybody has it, not you. And 100% of the people have the belief that way. Oh, it's what you're expected to do, supposed to do. In many ways. So we don't even come out of the belief, we don't even examine, because it takes time to examine. We got to get there. It is one of the poorest beliefs. So it takes time to get there. The simple ones from external people, things we get through quickly. But when it comes to those that are really set in, it takes time. I'm glad it happened. So we relieve ourselves of much more energy that otherwise goes. More importantly, we become free. Everything will happen, madam. Please include your meditation duration.
Okay.
I'd like you to meditate at least for 3 hours a day. How long do you meditate now?
Morning 1 hour, and then I join you all. I'll increase. I'll do one more session in the afternoon.
Yes. Please increase. And when we have some, say, illnesses that we want to heal that way, especially, then we do a longer meditation. Okay. And preferably you can go and sit down for longer, like 2 hours at a stretch, or 3 hours at a stretch is even better. But they do longer meditation. If we can't do, then fine, broken 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour like that. But then why not you take a challenge for 40 days, 3-hour meditation, do it.
So the Amrutam course, I will be able to find that on the.
Take it, yes. I'm going to just write to somebody here, or someone can send you the tracks. Okay. And just do 3 hours a day. Sometimes just do Patriji's flute music. This goes on for 3 hours. If there's something conducive to you, do it. But do long meditation for a stretch. Because what we have noticed is that specific condition want to heal, then you sit down longer and then go for a few days. And then they seem to have a lot of magical things happen. And then see if you have a pyramid, it's great. So pyramid and then a combination of long meditation can help.
Sure, I will do it, sir. Thank you. I'm so glad that you took the time to give me this session.
Yes, yes, definitely. I'd like to know what happens after 40 days when you go to your doctor to check up after doing 3 hours meditation every day. Okay.
Okay.
So Babitaji is trying to change your husband is, I think, all of our issue. Mahesh sir, please unmute yourself.
Mukulji is still thinking. When will these realizations truly set in into people? What do you say, Meenaji?
Yes, absolutely. Not an easy thing to work on. So you are inspiring all of us. Go ahead, Mahesh sir.
Good morning, Chandra sir. This is Mahesh Shetty from Pune. Yeah, I started my meditation from coherence. Since that day, I'm continuously doing meditation. Now it has been embedded in me. So without meditation, I can't think of morning. So that is one thing. But today's talk really opened up something for me. I was reading Shastra. So in Shastra, it is said that while you take bath, you just remember Ganga and tell a mantra. I used to do it. I used to do it. The way it has to. You're just doing it. But today it showed up in your talks about how the water gets this one. It showed up that Ganga is in my bath. I could see Ganga after that talk and your slide. So much grateful to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Wonderful, Mahesh. You're from, you said Pune, is it?
Pune.
Pune, okay, right. Okay.
Anyone else would like to share or have a question?
Anaji Garu.
Maleshwari ji.
One second, I'm asking Anaji Garu to say something.
Okay, sure.
Yes, sir.
Hi, sir. Beautiful sessions, sharing experiences are going. I was just listening. Yes, my dear masters, my name is Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. I'm living in Abu Dhabi. Yes, I'm doing meditation from 2014 and from 2020, Buddha CEO, I'm doing. My concept is like regularity and consistent meditation is my strength. I do regularly the meditation. So I got many things benefited. Chandra sir's manifestation technique worked out well with me. So I'm enjoying each and every day. So wonderful things are going. Please do regular meditation and join the sessions, masters.
Any health and things that you noticed for yourself?
I used to have a sciatica pain in my lower L3, L4. I was having an issue. It's completely been cured with the regular meditation. So I just how it came and how it gone, just I don't even notice. When I think about it, it's nowhere with me now. It is completely gone. So I was so happy. People think that when sciatica pain comes, it won't go. It's like, but nothing is impossible. When you do meditation regularly, it heals you completely. So I was completely cured and no sciatica, nothing. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Yes, Vinay.
Maleshwari, ma'am, please go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah. So happy morning and happy evening, my dear friends. Sir, today's session was wonderful. I felt like a tremendous flow of healing energies today. And in this regard, I wanted to share an experience of longer meditation, pyramid energy, using the pyramid and what changes happened in our lives. So 2023 is a transformation year for us, the entire family. So I've started using the pyramids, water. Water was the one I experimented in our home. So the night before, I gather like a couple of gallons of water in a steel container, put a copper glass in it, and keep the pyramid caps on top of it. So that energized water I was giving 4 kids and myself drinking the next full day. So kids will be taking that water to school and all the activities, whatever they go. And past 1 year, 0 pill at home. So there is no flu, though there is a flu, whatever is happening around. So nothing came to our home. Like even kids, they be in all different activities. They be with friends, whatever, wherever they go. So 0 medicine. That was the one thing. And I had been having severe seasonal allergies, the fall allergies for past 8+ years. My fall was terrible, like July, August, September. Was horrible. I had to take the steroid medication. I have to use the nasal drops, eye drops, and everything every few hours. So this year I increased my meditation time, as Chandra sir is suggesting. Like in a sitting, I was doing like couple hours. and using the pyramid water and energized water. And I also use pyramids for the fruits, vegetables, or the food what I eat. So in a nutshell, this year I did not use the zero, there is literally zero allergy medicine. Though I have here and there 1%. During that time, I read untold stories of Sita Mata book. And then the love energies and joy energies, how much Mata was loving in the nature. So in the summer, I experimented by sitting in the nature, that I'm surrendering to the 5 elements of the earth. And I was reading the book, though I know that was my peak season, peak pollen was there, but still I didn't have an issue. So the longer meditations and using the pyramid energy, and also the belief that each and every cell of my body is functioning perfectly, the belief that I am getting out of this medicine this season. From now onwards, I'm not going to give any medicine to my body. So that all helped me. So I wanted to share. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Manjushri madam. Very, very clear path. We have pyramid energy as a topic, and sometimes this week or next week get introduced. We'll understand the benefits of it, a lot of them. You don't have to wait. There's so much that's being talked about in all pyramid meditation channels, PMC, English, Hindi, Telugu. All of the channels, you'll get plenty of information about pyramids. Pyramid energy that one can utilize to start benefiting from it. Thank you. Thank you, madam. Pyramids can be used in many, many ways, for water, for fruits, for healing, where you sleep in a pyramid, under a pyramid, many ways that are there. All this knowledge is essential. Longer meditations, knowledge, and then the supplements of pyramid energy, they all work as great combination to accelerate our healing, accelerate our manifestations. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
We have one more question. Geeta ma'am would like to ask a question.
Okay.
Geeta ma'am, go ahead.
Yes. Hi, Chandra sir. I'm from Virginia, USA. Actually, I have some chronic small illness. That's the reason I'm practicing meditation from last 2 months regularly, a couple of hours a day. I experienced some energies, but I got some benefits, sound. Earlier I was not able to have a sound sleep, but few things got fixed, but actual issue, like muscle aches that I have, whole body aches suddenly, couple of times a month, like every time I get muscle aches, I get 3-4 days. And that comes a couple of times a month. So, for no reason, I don't know, maybe stress or I don't know. So that is the reason I started meditating, but I haven't seen any benefits so far. But I see other areas, but not in this area. So I just want to know where I am doing wrong,
You're doing everything right, madam.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a holistic process.
Mm-hmm.
It's curing and healing. They're two words. Curing means in a specific area. Healing means holistically bringing order into the body. With meditation, healing happens. Meditation, healing happens. So overall, holistically, the order into the body has to bring in. So that's what is happening to you right now. Sleep getting fixed, and a few things here and there getting fixed, and all those will lead towards a holistic wellness. Which would translate to potentially reduce the recurrence of it for you, and over a period of time getting probably completely disappear. Based on what you're telling me, whatever you have will heal and dissolve.
Okay. So how many hours I should meditate?
just have to continue your practice. You know, for example, my backache used to recur, and it was recurring, but then the occurrences were reduced quite a bit. When the backache comes, it will go on for a few days, and then I had to lie down. But the occurrence that reduced. So earlier it used to happen once in 6 months, then slowly it happened once in 2 years. But it took some time. The last I had ever since a serious backache was 2016. But it took me 14 years to completely get over, in the sense, but it reduced recurrence. For some, it happens immediately. For some, it'll take time based on the lifestyle, based on how serious I was in my practice and all that. Okay. And
but
so
I have this issue from last 7 years. How many hours I should meditate?
It's like this. If you increase in your case, for everyone, when you have illnesses like this, we increase. And if you seriously want to increase to 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, there are people who are paralytic who are doing 8 hours meditation, and then 2 weeks later they had some relief suddenly. 2 weeks later. So it depends. And then so in your case, I would say minimum 2 to 3 hours you do single sitting. Okay.
Okay.
If you're not able to, then just continue, and then it's going to show up. You only have done 2 months of meditation so far, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
There is so many things that have to get fixed up, and you will not even realize, like what Dhyana Jagath said. I don't know when it disappears. It'll disappear. You'll realize one day waking up and saying it's not happening for you anymore. That's the time that it's not happened, and it's going to happen. That moment will come. Okay.
Yeah, I'm able to sit for long hours. I am doing it, but I see energies are flowing, hands are binding up, as if it's tightened with something. I see something is happening, but yeah, maybe I will keep on doing it. What else I need to do instead of, in addition to meditating, what are the other things that I need to do?
Keep a good company of people. So get into service. If you can do some service automatically on the good company. It's going to help you. It'll feel you feel more motivated towards life when you do service, and that will keep you in a high emotion. And a high emotion is good for the body to heal. Constantly we need good emotion, higher emotion. When you are into service, you're in a high emotion. You're motivated, inspired. You feel good fundamentally from inside. So that helps to keep a great health. Okay. So do that. You can take time, and then it's always in your hand to take time.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Chandra sir.
Okay. Wonderful.
That's it. We have a book club in 5 minutes.
Okay, so we must close this for sure. So thank you, dear friends. Thank you, madam. Thank you, Dhyana Jagath. Thank you, Meenaji. So we will see you all tomorrow again. Thank you.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me.
Thank you, everyone. We'll meet you all tomorrow morning.